Howdy everyone, it's Sam. Welcome to the Wobble and Jaw Sports channel. If you're new around here, hope I can get you to consider liking the content and subscribing to the channel. If you are a regular around these here parts, thank you very much for the continuous support. North Queensland Cowboys are back on me telly for the first time in 2023. Their first opponents in this preseason, the new kids on the block, the Dolphins, Moreton Bay Dolphins, the Brisbane Dolphins. How freaking cool is it that it's Cowboys Dolphins first cab off the rank? Now, just to get a little bit of stuff and news out of the way, if you can hear some rumblings in the background, I've got my air conditioner on. It's that friggin' hot here in Brisbane today. It's punching up towards 40 degrees up here. May not be as sticky and humid as where this match is going to be, but she's bloody hot for an ex-Canberran. Just want to say hello to the chat that's already in here. CJ Moxley, hi man, thank you very much for tuning in and giving the stream a crack. I know that the entire rugby league community is well into third gear with the rugby league content, which is fantastic. Everyone that I've seen so far over the past week or so has produced some magnificent content, that's for sure. We've got Mr. Maxa 500 plays Minecraft. Hi, man. Thank you very much for tuning in. We've got Bosky. Hey, Bosky. Hey, bro. How you doing, man? Thank you very much for tuning in. And CJ Moxley says he's going to tip the Cowboys by 8. Now, I'll tell you what, I think you're very close to being on the mark, in my opinion, bro. I think this is going to be quite a close contest. But there have been some changes in the team news. So I'll start with the North Queensland Cowboys, the home side. So this match is taking place up at Barlow Park in Cairns. Local time is 5 p.m. up in Queensland, 6 p.m. if you're viewing this from New South Wales. There have been a couple of changes, well, just the one change from each side. So starting from fullback down to the end, Tom Chester's the fullback for the North Queensland Cowboys. As we see, coverage is starting to begin on Fox League. Thank you to everyone that's tuning in right now. It looks absolutely chock-a-block and it looks pristine as well. Looks really nice for footy. Latia Mothe-Drake is the winger and Robert Derby is the other winger. The centers Shibasaki and Elliott, Hampton, the captain at 5'8", and Tom Duffy is the halfback. We see the Redcliffe Dolphins now in the change rooms, high-fiving and getting ready to represent the Dolphins big time, man. Also, moving into the forward back, Taniela Seydrugu, Kyle Schneider is the hooker. James Tarmo is in there at the prop position. The back row features Jack Gojewski. Sylvester Namo is the new face on the starting lineup. Kilakifu Fini Fayoku is the man that drops out. He was meant to be the second rower, but he's unfortunately had to drop out. So that means Sylvester Namo comes in. The Dolphins are hitting the paddock now. And Riley Price, the son of Stephen Price, is the lock. The rest of the bench, Maya Pua Avase, Amali Bitungane, Julian Christian, Jordan Lip, Zach Laybut, Adam Cook, Jake Burke, Jai Hansen, and Ewan Moore. And at the moment, we've got Anthony Milford up on the television screens. I really like some of the leaders in here. As we see the Cowboys come on, good-looking sorts hitting the paddock. Come on, you Cowboys. And I'll just quickly go through the Dolphins lineup. Jermaine Azarko in at fullback. The wingers for the Dolphins, Jack Bostock. Braden McGrady is the late inclusion. Tessie New was meant to play, but will not play in this contest. Oliver Gildart was meant to play at wing. He's shifted out to the centres, and he partners Ewan Aitken. Anthony Milford, Isaiah Katoa are the halves pairing, and Jared Wallace is the captain. Harrison Graham is the hooker. Herman Esa is the other front rower. And then the back row is Simikin Lemuelu, ex-Cowboy, and Ray Stone. Ray Stone plays his first match since the early portions of last season. So we're just about set here for kickoff. It looks like the Cowboys are going to kick off running left to right up there at Barlow Park in Cairns. Fantastic. And we are underway. We're going to get a fair income taste of what the Redcliffe Dolphins are going to be all about. And there's been a knock on by the young man Isaiah Katoa to start things off. No, man. Well, you get the one error out and done, and then you come back stronger, young man. But now The North Queensland Cowboys are going to start this game in fantastic position, great possession as well. They're going to be deep on the attack from a scrum at the midway point, 10 meters out. Let's see what they've got from the scrum. Looks like there's an shifting out to the left-hand side. Jake Burke's got the ball. Tom Duffy's got the ball, and he shifts it off to Brendan Elliott. Brendan Elliott, tackle one, tackled inside the 10 meters. It shifts back 10 more meters, and Sylvester Namo carts the ball up, and he's going to be tackled on the 10-meter line. They're 10 meters out, midpoint. They're shifting it all the way out to the right. Ben Hampton, the captain's got the ball, and he hits the ball up. Good tackle there from Connolly Lemuelu, ex-teammate. Tom Duffy finds Taniela Seidrugu, and again, they're going to be tackled inside the 10-meter line. And Kyle Schneider brings a man back on his inside in Sylvester Namo. Tom Duffy puts in a grubber kick, and that's really nice defense there from Brendan Elliott to force a goal line dropout. Really nice stuff from Tom Duffy. He had his hands on it just about every bloody play in that set. So that's fantastic stuff, and great work from the young man, Jack Bostock, to be there at the back for the Redcliffe Dolphins and gather things up defensively. So we are only 2 minutes in now. The Dolphins, Isaiah Katoa knocked on from the kickoff, and Cowboys have been able to force a goal line dropout. Hampton takes it just short of halfway, and Seidrugu cuts it up big time. This is a massive opportunity for Taniela Seidrugu to impress that he can find himself in the starting pack over the first month or so, as we see Sylvester Namo take it up to the 20-meter line of the Redcliffe Dolphins defense. Tamo's now got the ball, and he has his first hit up for the North Queensland Cowboys since 2016. Kyle Schneider out of dummy half finds Seidrugu. Seidrugu is zigzagging, and he's going to be tackled in between the goalposts about 8 meters from the try line. Kyle Schneider waits at hooker, passes left, finds Hampton, and Jack Gajewski hits a courage line and is met by some brutal defense there. In one of them being Anthony Milford, if I'm not mistaken. But Jack Gajewski knocks the ball on first hit up, and now we see the Dolphins have fair dinkum first possession now. Just want to say hello to Stormy, who was watching this. Thank you very much, man, for giving this a crack. So we got the Redcliffe Dolphins now, only 3 and a little bit minutes gone now. And Oliver Gildart was tackled on tackle 2. And now we've got the Redcliffe Dolphins finding themselves 10 meters short of the halfway line through Brady McGrady. And now I believe they're going to be tackled on the halfway line, and that was Captain Jared Wallace. Anthony Milford puts in a pass to Simperkin. Simperkin puts in a grubber kick for himself, but up the back there to defuse it was, I believe it might have been Robert Derby or Shibasaki. Apologies, I didn't quite catch the number there. So now we've got, a good run from Robert Derby, finding himself 10 meters. Cowboys are on the attack, and there's now been a penalty away. Looks like that it was offside, possibly, or maybe even a flop, potentially. Yeah, looks like it was a flop from Jared Wallace. Alrighty, so the Cowboys have started this game with some fantastic territory now. The ball is on the far left-hand side, and Brendan Elliott taps the ball to Jack Gajewski, and now Sylvester Namo takes his 3rd hit up, maybe even 4th hit up of the game inside the first 5 minutes. Tackle number 1, midfield, 15 meters out. The ball comes right to Tom Duffy. Tom Duffy pops it off to James Tarmo, and he hits the ball up. Cowboys are now playing the ball inside the 10-meter zone. Kyle Schneider passes way out left. Duffy, Hampton, Tom Chester. Tom Chester now tackled on the extreme left. Tackle number 3. Almost 5 minutes gone. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, by the way. A lot of action to start this contest. We got Seidrugu now, who gets the ball from Hampton. Seidrugu passes, offloads out the back. Tom Duffy was going to put in a grubber kick on the 3rd tackle, and now the Redcliffe Dolphins have gathered up through Isaiah Katoa. Nice defense there from the Redcliffe Dolphins. A little bit more patience would have been nice from the Cowboys, but it is just preseason trial form to go off on. Here we are with a young man, Jack Bostock, I believe, once more. It's going to be tackle number 2, and the Redcliffe Dolphins, the new kids in town, are inside their 20 meters. And now they cut it up through Jermaine Azarko. He's going to play the ball on the 30-meter line, and the ball goes out left. And Jared Wallace has the ball. It looks like he was searching for the offload, but nice wrapping defense there by Taniela Seidrugu. Last tackle now. Ball goes way out left. Is this a 40-20? That's a very nice kick. Is that a 40-20 from Isaiah Katoa? I'm not too sure. I've got the visuals on mute. I got myself no audio to go off on. It's a 40-20 from Katoa. Well done, young man, you bloody thing. But well done. He made that error from the kickoff, and now the Dolphins are going to be well inside the 10-meter zone on the attack. Herman Essa plays the ball now on tackle 1. And now there's, is that Ray Stone? No, it wasn't Ray Stone. Apologies. Number 13. It was Ray Stone. Now the ball's going all the way out to the right, and it finds Anthony Milford, and he's going to be set upon by Thomas Duffy and Jack Gajewski. Has there been a knock on there by Anthony Milford? No. Just Herman Essa. Is he going to crash himself over for a try in Dolphins colours? No. Tackle number 4 now. Herman Essa looks a bit buggered up there in the humidity up at Barlow Park in Cairns. The ball is shifting all the way out right. Anthony Milford on 4th tackle puts in a grabber kick. And there's been a really nice try from Jack Bostock. Jack Bostock had to get on his wheels and plant that ball down right in the corner. I think he's done it. Well done to Jack Bostock. Anthony Milford putting in it was like a floating grabber kick, really. He put in for a grabber kick, but the ball never found the turf, and it floated bloody 15 meters towards the far right. Remember, the Dolphins are running right to left of screen, and this try has come about because of a fantastic 40-20 by young man Isaiah Katoa. And Isaiah Katoa dominated for Tonga whenever he played. That's got to be a try. That's a fantastic try for Jack Bostock, but set up beautifully by Anthony Milford. It was a grubber kick that just never hit the bloody turf. And then once it did, it just popped up, bounced nicely for Jack Bostock. Well done to the Dolphins, bro. Well done. And that was out on Brendan Elliott and Latia Motha Drake's edge. So that will be something that they'll be talking about now. Why did that happen? What can we do next time? Just want to say hello to Tiger Walker. Hey, man, thank you for tuning in and giving this a crack. And we've got Jason Reeder also. Hi, man. Thank you very much. And if you're new around here, I hope I can get you to consider liking the content and then subscribing to the channel. We've got Jermaine Azarko from the extreme right touchline, and he pushes it way too far to the left. So the Dolphins are on the board first through Jack Bostock. I wonder how much that would have gotten if you were having a flurry on it. It's 4-0 to the Dolphins. Bugger. Bugger. But that's fantastic work. Jack Bostock was a New South Wales State of Origin under-19s representative, and he impressed me, bro. He impressed a lot of people. He's put his foot out. So the Cowboys have gone for a weird midfield restart, and it sort of floated right on the left edge of the Dolphins' defensive line, inside the 20-meter, 30 and 20-meter lines, and Oliver Gildart didn't find his center, didn't find where he was, and he's put his foot into touch. So kickoffs for the Dolphins, bro. They're Achilles' heels so far in their history, as far as I'm concerned. Sylvester Namo now plays the ball on tackle 1, 15 meters out now. Anthony Milford's just on screen, and now we find Thomas Duffy linking up with Ben Hampton. Riley Price now gets it on the inside, and he cuts the ball up. Tackle number 2, 10 meters out. Cowboys on the attack. Carl Schneider passes way out left to Taniela Seidrugu. He's starting to really warm up nicely in this game. He's already got himself an offload. And now tackle number 3, Kyle Schneider did a boat U-turn, passes left out to Ben Hampton. Hi, Prince Ovitz, how you going, dude? Thank you very much for giving this a crack. 4th tackle now, 10 minutes gone, 4 points to nil. Tom Chester is trying to find himself a hole, but cannot. Last tackle now. What can the Cowboys do on the last tackle? It's a crossfield kick. It's going towards Jack Gajewski, but it's caught infield by Ewan Aitken. And the Dolphins again defend really nicely. And now Braden McGrady, I believe this young man is. No, Mr. Simbican, apologies. Simbican darts out a dummy half towards his right, and Jack Bostock now has himself another hit up. 3rd tackle. They're just crossing over the 20-meter line, so they're deep within their own 30. And tackle number 4, the ball continues to come out left. And Jared Wallace, the captain, has another hit up. He's been strong for the Dolphins inside the first 10 minutes. And it's been a really bloody quick 10 minutes just quietly. And through Anthony Milford, he's inside the 40 on the last tackle. He puts in a kick, and Mose Drake has the ball now. And he bashes it up to the defense. And now he's going to play the ball on the 30-meter line, 20 meters out from halfway. Remember, the Cowboys are running left to right of screen. Robert Derby now, tackle number 2, has a 10-meter hit up, and Tom Chester passes out a dummy half a little bit to the right, and Brendan Elliott makes himself 10 meters. Nice. They're playing the ball just short of halfway. Shibasaki now is met strongly by Ray Stone. They've made some really nice meters just out of dummy half, going straight up the guts. Kyle Schneider now weaving his way. He's not a veteran, but he ain't no bloody rookie. Kyle Schneider, he's been around since 2017. Ben Hampton on the last tackle puts in sort of a crossfield kick. There's been a back for Thomas Duffy. Mose Drake is going to score a try. May go up to the bunker. No, it won't. Well, they're still going to look at it, but the Cowboys score a try through a crossfield kick and a back. Nice. Well done, lads. Well done. So who was it here? We got Ben Hampton receiving the ball from dummy half, putting in a sort of crossfield kick. It was batted back there mainly by Chester and or Jack Gajewski. And Thomas Duffy found himself with the pill, shifted it out to Mose Drake. And yeah, that's well done. Nice. Even though it's a try from a kick, you'd bloody take it. You bloody take it. So it's 4 points. It's 4 points to nil. Try's just been confirmed. And we're 13 minutes into a game that is highly, highly entertaining. Now, I'm just going to go silent just for a sec. And I'm just going to update. The score now. So what are we? We're going to be about 14 minutes in. 14th minute. And guys, if you're new around here, I hope I can get you to consider liking the content and subscribing to the channel as the ball from not all the way out to the touch line, but it finds itself in through the goalpost. And now the Cowboys hit the lead, 6 points to 4. All righty. Well, it's been eventful every time we've had a kickoff, and now it's the Dolphins' turn. So what are we going to see here from the Cowboys, from the Redcliffe Dolphins? Alrighty, kickoff. Dolphins running right to left, and Sage Rugu. Gee whiz, that's got to be his bloody 5th hit up already. He's tackled on the 20-meter line. Now, Riley Price, the young man, takes it up towards the 30. They're infield. Sylvester Namo. I'll tell you what, Sylvester Namo, he played well for Papua New Guinea. He's playing well inside the first bloody 14 and a half minutes for the North Queensland Cowboys. And Jack Gajewski has been on screen quite a fair bit himself. This is a really strong, direct game plan that they're working with the North Queensland Cowboys. It's now the last tackle. Ben Hampton, it goes backwards, but he's going to be ruled to have knocked it backwards. He puts up a kick. Jermaine Azarko's now got the ball, and he's going to play it. He's going to play it just on the 30-meter line as I get me players up. Let's get this channel to 10,000 subs. Bro, I would be supremely grateful if that ever happened. So we've got the Dolphins with the ball. Thank you, Tiger. And we are 15 minutes into the contest. It's tackle number 3, and Simbakin is carting the ball up, and he's going to be tackled on the 40-meter line, just over halfway now. Anthony Milford now passes out to the right. Forward pass from Jermaine Azarko to Jack Bostock. Anthony Milford, Jack Bostock, Jermaine Azarko, there seems to be something really nice brewing up there. Something really, really good. So that would have been Tessie News' position as well. Ewan Aitken, I'm sorry, it is. Apologies. So the Dolphins just, it's pre-season. Got to work on holding the pill, but fair dinkum. It's up in Barlow Park in Cairns. It's going to be bloody slippery. It's going to be humid as the Cowboys midfield passes right to Moto Drake, and he's going to play the ball 10 meters short of the halfway line. Ball is passed out right. I believe that's Riley Price. Oh no, he seems to have been injured, or he grimaced as he was going down, but play on. He'll be right. Ball goes all the way back out left. There might have been a late hit on Ben Hampton by Jared Wallace. Late hit on Jared Wallace, referee, please. Surely. No? It's just going to be a knock-on, unfortunately, midfield. Bugger that. Alrighty. You know what? I wish I planned this out a little bit better. I'm just not a fan of that bloody just staying at the 14th minute. We are at 14 minutes. 16 minutes in. The Dolphins are going to receive the ball pretty much on halfway from a scrum. And now we've got Oliver Gildart now making himself 5 meters. Dolphins running right to left of screen. Ball from McGrady finds Isaiah Katoa. Jared Wallace hits it up and passes it back to Harrison Graham for an offload. And Harrison Graham makes himself a nice few more meters. Raystone from dummy half passes right to Isaiah Katoa. And Simbakin once again called his name a fair few times. He plays the ball now. It's tackle number 3, back on the inside, or back inside towards Raystone. They're only about 15 meters out here. It's 4th tackle. Harrison Graham passes left. Wallace passes out to Katoa. Katoa, a short ball to number 12, and it's been intercepted by Robert Derby. Robert Derby, does he have the pace? Does he have to go all the way? The Papua New Guinean international is going to run 90 meters. Is he going to get tackled by Ewan Aitken? Yeah! Well done. Well done, Robert Derby. A 90-meter run to score a try for the North Queensland Cowboys. The Dolphins were looking dangerous in attack. Connolly Lemuelu nearly passed the ball out towards Oliver Gildart. It looked really dangerous for the Dolphins' left-hand attacking edge. Jermaine Azarko was also there too. But Robert Derby, bro, catches the ball and runs about 90-odd meters. Ewan Aitken, for an old bugger, showed some pretty good pace. He even got to him, but the momentum just carried him over the line. And there was a pass. So Connolly Lemuelu passed the ball back, offloaded it, found Katoa. Katoa just wanted to Hail Mary it out towards Oliver Gildart and Braden McGrady. But fair enough, though, because the numbers were there for the Dolphins, bro. They looked decent, man. They looked decent attacking 20-meter zone. But Robert Derby catches that ball from Katoa and runs 90 meters. Fantastic stuff from bloody Robert Derby. Nice. Katoa has had a premium mixed bag. He dropped the ball from the kickoff, got a 40-20. He's been thereabouts still. He just threw an intercept pass to Robert Derby where he ran 90 meters to score a try. Well done. Just seeing the stat up here that Fox League has got 7 tries in Queensland Cup for the Northern Pride in 2022. He can find the line. I believe he even scored on debut. So at the moment, we've got Thomas Duffy lining up a kick right on the edge, on the touchline, and straight down the hey diddle diddle from Mr. Tom Duffy, bro. A very nice kick indeed. So we got the North Queensland Cowboys up 12 points to 4 after 19 minutes of play, and it has been a very entertaining game of footy as we see the replay here again. Alrighty. Now I'm just going to take a breather and change the scoreboard for those who are coming in. And if you are just coming in, thank you very much for giving this a crack, guys. Thank you very much. As the Dolphins kick off again. Oh, it could have been out on the full, but Ben Hampton wasn't tall enough. But Sage Drugu hits the ball up with vigor and is met by some strong defense in the form of Herman Essa primarily. Riley Price now 15 meters out from the goal line. 20 meters out. Looks like he's coming off. Sylvester Namo just got absolutely poleaxed and knocked the ball on. And now Herman Essa has the ball, and the Dolphins are going to have a chance to hit straight back. Strike me pink. This is good fun, isn't it? Now we got Mr. Simbikin once more hitting the ball up. He's been in everything so far, man. Hey, Warriors and Aero Fanatics, thank you very much, bro. We got we got Jermaine Azarko now. Oliver Gildart out to Brandon McGrady. Gildart puts the brakes on, puts a step on. Dolphins are now deep again inside the 10-meter zone. That was only tackle number 2. Pass back on the inside from Anthony Milford to, I think it might have been Herman Essa. No, what's going to happen here? Have we got a 6 again? Is there a penalty? Yes, there is a 6 again here, called by the ref. A late call too, just quietly. Simbikin once more now. So it's tackle number 1, 5 meters out for the Dolphins. Deep on the attack. The ball goes out left from dummy half. Finds Jared Wallace. Katoa pops a short ball to Lemuelu, and Lemuelu is set upon by his old teammate, but it was a high tackle by Ben Hampton, the captain of the Cowboys. So the score, Mr. Warriors and Aero Fanatics, you bugger, you've put me under the bump. So from the 19th minute, 12 points to 4. It's obviously a bit hard to update the score. So what are the Dolphins doing here? Is there going to be a drinks break, or are they taking a kick to just make it an even 6 points? Is Ben Hampton being called out? I think there's a drinks break. It is 20 minutes in, so we are going to stop and take stock of what's been a really fun game of rugby leagues. So the first try was scored in the 8th minute by Jack Bostock. It was really the first attacking raid for the Redcliffe Dolphins of the game, but Anthony Milford put in a grubber kick, which never found the turf. And then once it did, it bounced up very nicely for Jack Bostock to score a try. But then 4 minutes later, Ben Hampton puts in a sort of midfield crossfield kick. It was batted back with a combined effort of Jack Gajewski and Tom Chester, and Latia Mosadrake was the cowboy to pounce on it. And then a few moments later, about 4 or 5 minutes later, the Dolphins were deep on the attack, and Robert Derby caught the ball and went 90 meters to score a try. And so once play resumes, the Dolphins are going to have the pill for a brand new set of 6. It's 12 points to 4 after 20 minutes of play. Just having a drinks break because they're playing up at Barlow Park in Cairns, and play is back underway. Herman Essa hits the ball up. He doesn't like what might have happened to him in the tackle just then. Tackle 1, Harrison Graham passes out to Katoa. And in jersey number 23, is Mason Teague. Mason Teague's got a bit of hype about him too. So I'll be watching him, as everybody else should be. Tackle number 2 passes out to the left. Katoa just hits the ball up. Oh, could have been, a little bit of space for him to duck over. Harrison Graham from dummy half just puts a short ball off to Mason Teague. And he's going to be stopped right in between the goalposts. 4th tackle, they're going to continue going out right. Milford, Brendan Elliott, they're really isolating Brendan Elliott and Tom Duffy. And Jermaine Azarko is going to be tackled on the last play. Harrison Graham passes back infield, the left. Milford puts in a crossfield kick, and it's taken infield by Shibasaki. Well done, Cowboys. Well done, Shibasaki. Well done. Tom Chester has a nice dart out of dummy half, only 5 meters, but effective enough to give some space for Brendan Elliott, who now makes himself about 8 or so meters, crossing the 10-meter line. Tackle number 3, the ball continues out left, and Mohamed Drake is met, and he cuts it and plays the ball over the 20-meter line. Jack Gajewski takes it over the 30. He's going to play the ball just short or just on the 40-meter line. That's a fantastic carry for Ben Hampton now to kick deep inside the 40, and it's taken on the full there by Mr. McGrady. And McGrady for the Dolphins was met on the 30-meter line, but the Cowboys look like they've taken him back about 10 meters. Wouldn't know because the coaches are on the screen right now. Tackle number 1, and now Jack Bostock is going to play the ball now for the Dolphins on tackle number 2, just over the 30-meter line. Ball goes out right, and there seems to be a freeze. I hope that was everybody else, not just me. Ewan Aitken now plays the ball on the 40-meter line. Ball comes out left, and it looks like it's Mason Teague again. Is it? Yes, it is. Jersey number 23. That was a carry with some vigor, bro. A bit of poison about it, bro. Ball comes out left. Looks like it's Anthony Milford. He seems to be bloody everywhere. Anthony Milford, left or right. Katoa now puts in a big kick. Moso Drake, can he get his foot back on the line? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. That's really great awareness from Moso Drake. He's going to tap the ball now on the 20-meter line. Passes it to Robert Derby. He's going to play the ball just over the 30-meter line on tackle 0. There's a quick play the ball. Moso Drake is now going to play the ball just short of halfway. This is a really direct, really quick game plan by the North Queensland Cowboys in jersey 14 in just about his first touch. Pua Avase knocks the ball on, but it's just a trial. You keep your head up, young man. And it looks like Amale Bitungane is out there too, just quietly. Bugger. It probably might have been a bit too high for him, but yeah, just a bit more awareness. How he's going? What do you reckon of this game so far? So the Dolphins, right on halfway, passes right to Jermaine Asako, and primarily Duffy and Jack Gajewski wrap him up. Nice scoot from Harrison Graham. Makes himself about 15 odd meters, the bugger. He's going to play the ball. Oh, no, it looks like he's holding a knee, Harrison Graham. It is strapped up too, so it looks like something has re-aggravated in his knee. The ball is now out left, but it's passed back on the inside towards Connolly Lemuelu, who's got a bit too much room to move, and he's made himself some nice meters and should play the ball for tackle 3, 10 meters out. Harrison Graham, just on screen now, is back upfield, and he is not in a good way, bro. That is really, really unfortunate. Anthony Milford was tackled on number 4. Jared Wallace now has the ball. Oliver Gildart zipping in. Oh, now there's a bloody 6 again. Connolly Lemuelu now has the ball. Fresh set of 6, 10 meters out for the Redcliffe Dolphins, running right to left of screen. And now in jersey number 24, that is Poasa Faamasuli. Oh, and Mason Teague. Mason Teague was going to pass out a dummy half. He attempted to pass out a dummy half, and he just dropped the bloody ball. That was a really nice opportunity there for the Redcliffe Dolphins. But Mason Teague, poor bugger. Just see there wasn't anything untoward in the tackle by Harrison Graham. No, but unfortunately Harrison Graham, the young man, is he's going to come off now, and that is not good. It was already strapped up. Unfortunately. So that's rotten luck for the young man. Thoughts are with you, mate. So the Cowboys now from 10 meters midfield. Robert Derby is going to be met by some strong defense, and Robert Derby is deemed to have knocked the ball. No, it's a penalty. It's a penalty for the Cowboys. As we see Kyle Schneider just motioning to his players. Let's just calm things down, lads. Alrighty. So that's a really good touch finder too. That's about a 30-meter touch finder. And excuse me, Cowboys first tackle through Brendan Elliott, or not halfway anymore. Good defense. Oh, what's the call going to be here? Okay, so it looks like it was stripped out by the Dolphins. First play after giving away a penalty. It was Simbikin. It was ruled to be Simbikin that stripped the ball on Brendan Elliott. Potentially so. So the Cowboys, within a blink of an eye, are going to be 40 meters out with a fresh set of 6. And there's, excuse me, and there is Pua Avase on tackle number 1. Ball goes out right to Tamo. Hampton does not pass, but finds himself a bit of space and makes himself 10 more meters. It's tackle number 2, 20 meters out. Schneider at dummy half, passes out left to Thomas Duffy. He links up now with Bitungane, and he's going to be tackled on the 20-meter line. Third tackle now. The ball continues to go out left. Duffy, Jack Gajewski, he's been a lot of things. Thomas Chester, though, is out the back there, and he is making an arching run, an arching run. And he's just going to give himself up in fear of a obstruction. Excuse me. Now Thomas Chester. Oh, no, it's tackle 0. Okay, so Bitungani on tackle number 0 for the Cowboys. Plays the ball 10 meters shy of the try line. This is a great attacking opportunity now for the Cowboys. It's come through bad discipline by the Redcliffe Dolphins. Thomas Duffy, the halfback, dummies and takes the tackle himself. Nice. Hampton receives the ball from Kyle Schneider, a long ball, and passes back on the inside to James Tamo. Tackle number 3, 10 meters out still. Hampton receives the ball from Schneider. Hampton just hits the ball up. And he's going to play the ball quickly. Schneider passes to Tamo. Oh, and Tamo, is he being held up over the line or just before the line? What's the ruling going to be here? Or are we going to the bunker? We're going to the bunker. So there was a crash ball for James Tamo. Could have scored. My gut feeling's telling me that he didn't score, but it's 4th tackle. And I reckon we'll see her play the ball 10 meters out from the try line. Excuse me. Not too sure. A lot of bodies everywhere. I think it will just be a play the ball with North Queensland. Well, that's a lot closer too, but I don't think it will be a try. If you're new around here, guys, I hope I can get you to consider liking the content and subscribing to the channel. And if you are a regular, thank you very much for the continuous support. By the way, tomorrow, just while I'm catching you, tomorrow night on Hold the Balls channel, I will be a special guest, and we're going to be talking everything this past weekend of rugby league as we see the video referee decide no try. The ball from dummy half, bad, weird setup play, but it's shifted all the way back out to Thomas Duffy on the left-hand side. Oh, man, Brendan Elliott could have got his hands on the ball, but I don't think he planted it. Oh, but it's been given a try. Wow, okay. A nice shift of direction and play. Ball went out right to Hampo. Hampo said, there you go, Tom Duffy. Duffy said, let's grubber it. And it's another try from a kick. And Brendan Elliott is claiming a try. I'm doubtful about it, but, we're about to see it. Tom Chester was right there in the thick of it. But Jack Bostock, he put too much trust in towards that bouncing ball, Jack Bostock, and it just didn't go over the sideline quick enough. Let's see. I don't think Brendan Elliott got it. No, he completely he airballed it. So that's going to be, and it wasn't a grounding with the torso either. That's going to be a 20-meter restart, surely, for the Redcliffe Dolphins. All righty. Rugby League Roundup is in the house watching. Hey, dude, how you going? Thank you for tuning in. I think this try is going to be taken off, so we're just going to wait here for the referees. Now, I'll tell you what, I might just put myself on mute for a hot second. I'll just have myself a drink of water, but I think they're just about to go through the process of announcing that this try is going to be taken off. Brendan Elliott, North Queensland Cowboys. 10 minutes to go. It's 16 points to 4. Bear with me. Thank you very much for allowing me just to duck off for a second. The referees are still deciding this. It's no try. We got Mr. Damien Patel. Hi, man. I don't think I've ever seen you around here. Thank you very much. Go the Cowboys, he says. Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. We see James Tarmo is now taking a rest on the interchange bench. And our 20-meter restart, Jack Bostock, tackle 0. Tackle 0. Place the ball on the 30-meter line. The ball goes back out to the right. Ewan Aitken is set upon some strong defense by Bitungane and Pua Avase. The ball goes out right. I'm not too sure who's that hitting the ball up. I'm getting some freeze. Tell me if your stream is going a little bit awkward. The Dolphins now on tackle 3. Well, that's a strong hit up of the ball. I think that was bloody Connolly Lemuelu. He's been nice for the Dolphins. Oh, and Masuli nearly knocks the ball on tackle number 3, but he's going to play the ball. Tackle number 4, the ball goes out right. There's another low trajectory kick, and Mothe Drake is going to have to pounce on it. And the Dolphins now are prepared to box him in big time. Brendan Elliott now, tackle number 2. The Cowboys are only a couple of meters beyond the try line now. Mothe Drake could have been hit high a little bit, but he's going to play the ball 10 meters out. The ball still inside the 10-meter zone. This is hard work. Robert Derby makes himself a nice 5 meters for himself and for the Cowboys. Tom Chester darts out a dummy half and makes a very important 10 meters or so. Ben Hampton now, with a bit of time, puts in a nice booming kick that goes left to right, and that's about a nice 60 meter odd kick, but through Jermaine Azarko, the Dolphins are going to play the ball on the 40-meter line, 10 meters short of halfway. Jersey number 24, Puasa Farmasuli on tackle number 2. Oliver Gildart darts out a dummy half and makes himself 15 meters and will play the ball on tackle 3 just beyond the halfway line. And out of dummy half, jersey number 21, Kurt Donahue, passes it to jersey 16, who was Zepanowski. And now on tackle number 5, there's been a dart out of dummy half by Donahue. There's a bounce off by the Cowboys, which wasn't played at. There's an offload now from, I think it was Simbakin. Milford now just grabs it forward, and the ball's going to die about 15 meters shy of the Dolphins' try line. So scrappy end. And Sage Rugu looks like he is about to come back on for another stint, or he's just come off, but Sage Rugu looks like he's about to come on. We got Mark's K's. I will go for RCD and predict they will win this game. What's the possession for the game? I reckon, I'm not too sure who RCD is, bro. Oh, Redcliffe Dolphins, I'm sorry. It's new moniker. I think the possession would be 55-45 in favor of the Cowboys. And with less than 9 minutes to play, it looks like the Cowboys have received a penalty, and Ben Hampton is going to have an attempt at touch. Picks himself up 25 odd meters. I'm just going to get rid of that. And the Cowboys start a new set of 6, 5 meters over the halfway line, and Sadrugu straight back onto the field, straight back into the thick of things. And he is met in a severely strong tackle, 40 meters out now from the try line for the North Queensland Cowboys. Imali Bitungane makes himself 10 meters. That's not a bad carry. And he's done some really nice carries this Arvo, the young man. Sadrugu, his second hit up in as many tackles. Tackle number 3 now. They're about 25 meters out. The ball goes out left. Thomas Duffy, Hampton, Elliott, Brenton Elliott trying to shug off Ewan Aitken. And he will play the ball now 20 meters from the try line. And the ball comes back out right. Hampton looking for Taniela Sadrugu to come back on the inside. And Sadrugu, 3 hit-ups in one set. Gee whiz. And now the ball goes out right. It's got Hampton, Tom Chester. Tom Chester puts in a grubber kick. It's batted back by Tom Chester. That's play on. Oh, if Robert Derby has got that down from a bat back by Tom Chester, that's a try. It's been given a try. Oh, that is great work by Tom Chester. Great desperation to bat it back. Great awareness by Robert Derby as well. A try in the 33rd minute. And it's another try from a kick for the North Queensland Cowboys if the bunker look at it and deem that Robert Derby has hit the ball on the turf. And I think he has, man. That's a wonderful effort from Tom Chester. Nice. Well done. It's not confirmed that Robert Derby has planted the ball on the turf. Ooh, it's tough. I'm not sure. What do you reckon? Did Robert Derby get that down? Because it's play on from there. They're not looking at Tom Chester's bat back anymore. Oh, I think, you know what? I think the ball touches the turf short of the try line, and then he's held up over the line. What do we reckon? Oh, it's just been confirmed. What do I know? Fantastic stuff. Robert Derby's got himself 2 tries now. The Papua New Guinean international. As we see Thomas Duffy now lining up a kick. Looking to go 3 from 3. His previous attempt went straight down over the black dot. And this one, oh, some nice fade back in, bro, to go straight over the black dot. Cowboys up 18 points to 4. 5.5 minutes left of this first half. And I just feel the discipline from the Dolphins is absolutely destroying them. That is what is killing them at the moment. Or watching all the way from Papua New Guinea. Oh, hey, man. Yo, thank you very much. That is awesome. Mr. Cashew too. Hey, man, my money is Dolphins. Will they win? Well, at the moment, bro, if there's a cash out option, I'd be taking it for sure, bro. And Mr. Cashew too says, hello from South Africa. Wow, I've never had somebody from South Africa. Thank you. Oh, as we see, Hamaso Tapuai Fado. I mean, the Dolphins can still win, as we see Riley Price now hit the ball up over the 30-meter line, plays the ball on the 35-meter line. Jack Kajewski has played this entire first half to date, and he's a workhorse, bro. He's a workhorse. Thank you. Thank you very much. There's now a big bomb by the North Queensland Cowboys. Oh, and there's been a terrible, terrible mix-up, and Brenton Elliott. No. Why wasn't the play on? Oh, it's a penalty because the Cowboys are offside. Oh, man. You lucky bugger. What are you doing, Ziggy, the referee? Ziggy, the ref? Terrible miscommunication by young Bostock and Azako. But just reading the lips then that Bostock couldn't hear Jermaine Azarko call for the ball. And Azarko, if that's the case, he's one of the more experienced players in this Dolphins outfit. Got to be better than that. But anyway, the Dolphins now running right to left of screen still with 4 minutes to go. Ewan Aitken now been a little bit quiet for my liking in this first half. And now in jersey number 17, who the hell was that? Lachlan Hubner taking a really strong carry. Plays the ball just shy of the halfway line. And Farmar Sully is now driven back in a terrific tackle by jersey 23 for the Cowboys. Ewan Moore. Oh, and there's a nice hit from Sage Rugu on one of the young Dolphins there. Jersey number 16. I think that was Zepanowski. There's another big hit. The Cowboys are hitting strong to finish this first half. The Dolphins now on the last tackle. They're only 25 meters out now from the try line. It's gone to Anthony Milford. Puts in a bomb kick midfield, aiming for Moso Drake. Moso Drake didn't go for the ball. And just waiting to see what the result is. It's a penalty to the Dolphins for obstruction. Somebody was taken off the ball, I should say, actually. Excuse me. All right, so Zepanowski plays the ball, 10 meters out. It's tackle number 1. This is a great chance to get back into the game for the Dolphins. And here is Farmar Sully. Tackle number 2. They're only a couple meters shy. The ball continues to go out left. And Isaiah Katoa has been tackled. Was somebody hit off the ball? Lemuelu, yes. But it's play on. 6 again, though, unbloody, fortunately. Farmar Sully crashes over the try line, but he's going to be held up primarily by Imali Bitungane. Whew. So they've got a brand new set of 6, the Redcliffe Dolphins. The bunker's just looking at it because the referee was unsure of if it went over and touched the turf. I don't think it did. Mr. Cashew, too, asks who was in favor to win before this match. It was the Cowboys. I didn't have a chance to actually see what the odds were before this game, but I know that 3 or so days ago, what was it? I think the Cowboys were $1. Look, I don't want to give you an answer because I fear that I might be bloody lying to you, but I think it was about $1.70 to $2.10, but I'm not too sure about it. Max Kaze, the score with 2.5 minutes remaining is 18 points to 4. And the Dolphins are on the attack with a fresh new set of 6. Jersey number 17, Lachlan Hubner on tackle number 2. Plays the ball. There's a bit of a dart out of dummy half, and there's some nice defense from Ewan Moore again. That's really nice defense. Just short of the try line, the Dolphins are. The ball's coming out left. Katoa passes back on the inside to jersey number 17, and it's Lachlan Hubner that goes over to score right under the goalposts. And that is a reward for... That's a reward to the young man. He's come on, and he's raised me bloody eyebrows. Well done to the young man. And just taking advantage of a bit of fatigue. And yeah, poor Imali Bitungane was left all bloody alone. Daniel Sadrugu's played about bloody 25 minutes, so he fatigued himself, but just too big of a gap, unfortunately. And not good communication between Sadrugu, Bitungane, and Ewan Moore, because Ewan Moore in jersey 23 darted well up off the line. But I'll tell you what, this young fella in jersey number 21, Kurt Donahue, yes, he wasn't the starting hooker, but Harrison Graham, who went off much earlier in the game with a knee injury, the one that looked like was already injured, had to go off. But this young man, Kurt Donahue, has come on, and he's done well. He's done well since he's come on. So fair play to the young man. Mr. Cashew too. Let's go, Dolphins, bro. Let's go. Bugger off. Bugger off. Go, Cowboys. So the attempt at conversion is successful. It's 18 points to 10. 18 points to 10. Looks like will be the final scoreline going into halftime. Alrighty. I'll just change this over. Unless if there's something crazy that happens off this kickoff again, it should be the final score at halftime. Ooh. Kickoff, less than 40 seconds to go. Could have been out on the full if young Katoa could have reached out. And there's been a knock on. Well, there could be a change of score. Ewan Moore hit bloody, I think it was Lachlan Hubner. There's going to be 20 seconds to go. And the Cowboys are going to be deep on the attack. Oh, man. Don't touch anything. Don't touch the bloody dial. Holy crap. Struck me pink. That was strong defense from the Cowboys to force that bloody ball free. I'm sorry, I don't know who the Dolphins prop was that hit that ball up. Oh, it's number 16, Sepanowski. Got crunched by Riley Price and Ewan Moore. Ewan Moore picks the ball up cleanly. Shrugged off Katoa. And if Oliver Gildart wasn't there to really wrap him up, it's a try for the Cowboys, which would have been absolutely disastrous. They're looking at Shibazaki. So Shibazaki, I think he was just Shibazaki was making the effort to push his own player into the try line, which you're allowed to do. It's just that you can't touch a defender. And I think what Shibazaki did there was fine. And Ewan Moore's going to be held up. And I think it should just be a play the ball. 20 seconds to go, 20 meters out. There's been 2 or 3 tries. Well, there's been 2 tries from kicks. I'd be going for a crossfield kick, boys, after a strong hit up. What's the ruling? Yes, so it's no try. 20 seconds to go. 18 points to 10. Cowboys, what can they do here? Bitungane just cuts the ball up back on the inside from Ben Hampton. There's now 10 seconds to go. The ball goes out left, finds Hampton. Hampton finds Duffy. Duffy, Jack Gajewski. He's got to get up and play the ball. 3, 2, 1. That's got to be a penalty, right, for just falling asleep on the man. It's a penalty. So the Cowboys are going to go for a penalty goal. Oh, and now Anthony Milford. Is it Anthony Milford? He's been sin-binned. Anthony Milford's been sin-binned because he fell asleep on Jack Gajewski. And it's fair enough too. It must have been 5 or so seconds. Absolutely professional foul, bro. Well, I said 60 seconds ago, 18-10 looks to be the scoreline, but the Cowboys and Dolphins are trying to do everything but keep it the scoreline. Fair dinkum. So if you're just tuning in, it's 18 points to 10. Halftime buzz is gone. Anthony Milford's been sent to the sin bin for falling asleep on the bloke. And they've now got a penalty conversion. They've got an attempt at penalty goal through Thomas Duffy, who's been hitting him like a friggin' arrow, but I've just jinxed him because it's gone out to the left. So after all that, the score remains the bloody same. 18 points to 10 at halftime. 18 points to 10 at halftime. North Queensland Cowboys over the Redcliffe Dolphins. Mr. Cashew 2 asks, where am I from? So I'm from Queensland. I'm more specifically from Brisbane. And that's as much information as I can give you. Wow. Wow, what a first half of entertainment. A lot of penalties from the Redcliffe Dolphins and Cowboys. First team to fix up discipline. It's going to go a long way. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen as my voice sounds like it's about to go. About to. Alrighty. So, Mr. Cashew 2 asks, how long will he be sin bin? 10 minutes, mate. So the first 10 minutes of the second half at Barlow Park in Cairns, Anthony Milford will be sitting on the sideline, mate. And it's unfortunate because Anthony Milford, he's been a presence. Anthony Milford has indeed been a presence. Now, allow me to share the screen with you. Alrighty. So somebody asked before what the possessions were, and I wasn't too far off the mark. So possession was 53% to the North Queensland Cowboys, as Max decides to become a Dolphins fan. That's unfortunate, mate. I'm doing everything in my power to make somebody else a North Queensland Cowboys fan. So possession was 53% to 47% for the Redcliffe Dolphins. The completion rate was fantastic. That was something I was going to touch on just before I brought this up. The completion rates I thought were good, and this confirms it. 80% completion rate from the Cowboys, 66% for the Redcliffe Dolphins. The running meters there, well, the Dolphins, I think that makes sense. I think they have carted the ball up and made some more meters than the North Queensland Cowboys. Post-contact meters is going in the way of the Cowboys. So the offloads, the Dolphins are getting up, but to no real great effect. Total kicking meters, the Dolphins have kicked a little bit better. Isaiah Katoa, for example, getting a 40-20 very early on in the contest, as you can see there. Tackle efficiency, the Dolphins are doing a little bit better in that regard. Missed tackles, the Cowboys have missed 2 more tackles and have been ineffective at tackling a bit more than the Dolphins. And then there are the errors. The Dolphins have made more. The penalties that's the thing for me. The penalties, it's 5-3, and the 6 agains must be 3 apiece or 3-2. So, right. So let's see if I can find this little grey bloody bar that makes it so hard for there it is. That was just pure luck, by the way. So let's see it. Let's see if we can find it. So total points, all run meters. So who we got? Tom Chester, Motho Drake at 79. 97. Well, that's massive. Seydrugu has a massive opportunity. Taniela Seydrugu there has himself a massive opportunity to get himself a jersey for the first month. And he has hit the ball up 8 times for 97 meters and 51. It says 51 kick return meters. I don't think that's bloody right, but there's 34 post-contact meters too. Just want to see Jack Gajewski. He's only hit the ball up, which is like, that makes sense. He's hit the ball up 5 times, but every time he's made 10 plus meters. It's the same thing with Riley Price too. And just out of curiosity, I'll find James Tarmo. He was pretty much on track with everybody else. So yeah, nice even split. So we got Robert Derby as well. 6 carries for 69 meters. I don't think that's correct because he ran 90 meters to score a try. So I don't think that's entirely correct. I'd say he's breached the 100 yards mark for sure. And so we'll go to the tackling. We'll see who's made the tackles and whatnot. So tackles made, it's 20 apiece for James Tarmo and Kyle Schneider, who are leading that stat for the North Queensland Cowboys, which is wow. Okay, James Tarmo really defensively smacked it, really killed it. Riley Price has tackled his ass off as well. Missed tackles, it seems Seydrugu's missed a couple of tackles, unfortunately, and he's got an ineffective tackling stat next to his name too. So, look, I think Taniela Seydrugu, he's worked his ass off, but just needs to improve on his defense a little bit. I think Thomas Duffy, bro, who is an Australian schoolboy, bro, Thomas Duffy has been everywhere for the Cowboys. And boy, howdy, can we Can we lock him up? Can we please lock him up, fair income, when and if Chad Townsend decides to hang him up? I mean, you've got Tom Dearden as well, but strike me pink. Tom Duffy's taking the ball by the, or taking the collar by the scruff of the neck. I'll just go into the chat. Are you going to go on holiday back to Canberra eventually? Probably not this year. I really want to give Queensland a good year-long crack. But eventually I will. Eventually there'll be a Raiders-Cowboys game at GIO and in 2024 or 25. And yeah, I'll probably do something for that. Well, fingers crossed anyway. And dude, Mr. Cashew too, thank you very much for the compliment. I'm trying very hard, but it's nice that it's being recognized. Thank you very much. So I'll just go into the Dolphins team stats now, if I can. So at the moment for the Cowboys, I'd say Thomas Duffy, Ben Hampton, Taniela Drugu, and Robert Derby have been the standouts. That's I think those would be the four players I'd say, five-star sort of effort, as we see Todd Payton talk to his troops inside the sheds at halftime. So once again, I've got to try and find this bloody little grey bar. And let's have a look at, well, some of the stats here for the Redcliffe Dolphins. Alrighty, so we got Mason Teague and Farmar Sully, 3 and 5 carries respectively. And they came on with 15, 20-odd minutes to go. So to get 26 meters and 35 meters is great. Jermaine Azarko, all run meters at 90. You reckon? You reckon Azarko's ran for 90 meters? And Robert Derby's only ran for 68? Oh, I think NRL.com have made a bagger up just there. Just quietly. I'll tell you what, though. Ex-Cowboy Connolly Lemuelu, 8 hit-ups for 75 running meters. That makes sense. He's been pretty strong for the Redcliffe Dolphins in this hit-out. And let's go over to the tackle count. Alrighty. So here we are here. Oh, don't want me pulling history up. Alrighty, so who's made the most tackles for, well, it's a two-way split between Jared Wallace and Harrison Graham, and that's a fair effort for Harrison Graham, who unfortunately went off about midway through the game, even earlier than that, with a knee injury. So Jared Wallace has defensively been sound. Kurt Donahue as well coming on, doing some good things, and he's had to cover for Harrison Graham. So, but I'll tell you what, there's this young fella named Jeremiah Simbikin, who I think for the first 20 minutes of that game was touching the ball every single set the Dolphins had it for. The starting second rowers for the Dolphins this afternoon have been strong, like really, really strong. And between the two halves of Katoa and Milford, who is not going to be playing the first 10 minutes of the second half because he fell asleep on a man. 7 kicks for Milford, 133 meters. Isaiah Katoa put only 2 up. Yeah, I think so. And only made 74, well, not only, made 74 meters. Katoa was the quieter of the halves, but every time I see him, I see the class in him. I think we're all excited about Katoa, and this is just a preseason game. So, yeah, I think Katoa is working quite nicely. Anthony Milford was good until he fell asleep on Jack Gajewski. And Jack Bostock was good. I think Ewan Aitken and Oliver Gildart, the centers, have been relatively quiet. Either they're not going for the ball enough or they're not getting the ball, in my opinion. Herman Essay had some nice carries. And Ray Stone, by and large, just quietly for me, went unseen. But that's him coming back from an ACL. So I think he was never going to play extreme minutes anyway. And just while I'm talking about kicking meters, I'll see if I can't find Thomas Duffy and Ben Hampton. Hopefully I can. Alrighty, so Ben Hampton, 4 kicks for 137 meters. Thomas Duffy, 5 kicks for 66 meters. I got to say, I think Thomas Duffy has been fan-bloody-tastic for the Cowboys, and I hope he's patient enough to stick around with us, so he can get himself a fair income opportunity. Don't know if we'll see him in the second half. I doubt it. The same thing with Ben Hampton, I suppose. But by and large, the halves have been great, and I think Kyle Schneider, to complement the hooker, I think he's been pretty good. I think he's been quite sound. I'll just go into Tiger. I've watched your content since the first dude. I know you have definitely been one of the staples on this channel. So yeah, dude, I always know who the loyal ones are. That's for sure. National Sports Loaded. Hey Sam, what about that hit from Price coming in fast? Yeah, there was. Who? I think I know what you're talking about, but it's just hard for me to recollect. But yes, I do think I know what you're talking about there, mate. Any tips on the match? Well, depending on how the Dolphins go fatigue-wise, I don't think they're going to win it. I think they can score another try and keep it relatively close. But no, I think the Cowboys will go on with it from here. But it also depends on if the Cowboys choose to take off Hampton and Tom Duffy and put on Jake Burke, for example. And then Hempo would potentially go into the halfback position, and then Burke, who is a noted 5'8", in the I wanted to say underground comp, but that's not the right terminology. But in the youth competition, I would hazard a guess and say that Tom Duffy is going to have a rest, and Jake Burke will come on for the second half. But Hampton is doing things very nicely as the captain. So if you guys are just tuning in, the Redcliffe Dolphins scored the very first try in the 8th minute with a nice grubber kick from Milford to Jack Bostock. And then there was a try. Who was it, man? It was a crossfield kick from Hampton, batted back primarily by Jack Gajewski. And it found its way in the hands of Tom Duffy. Tom Duffy passed it to Mothe Drake, and he went over and crashed over and scored. It was then 6 points to 4. And then the Cowboys scored an intercept try through Robert Derby, and Robert Derby scored another try as well to the last try, I think it was, of the half, with a nice bat back from Tom Chester, who I think Tom Chester, I'd like to, if he is on in the second half, I'd like to see a little bit more of Tom Chester. Even though he's already done a wonderful thing or two, I still like to see just a little bit more of him. And then Lachlan Hubner, jersey 17 for the Redcliffe Dolphins, just barged his way over the goalposts and scored a try. So no complaints, man. Like, yeah, you can tidy up on defense and discipline, but as a Cowboys fan, that first half, I got no complaints, man. That's par of the course. So let's see how fatigue goes. This is just a preseason game, so let's see how we go. Kickoff is just about underway. The Dolphins are kicking off left to right. Just waiting for Arthur and Harry to get off the field. They're the trainers for the Dolphins, I believe. Bloody Arthur and Harry, eh? All right, so Jermaine Azarko places the ball on the tee, and we're underway for the second half of this preseason challenge game between the Cowboys and the Dolphins. It's fielded there by Robert Derby, and Sylvester Namo says, "Get out of me bloody way," and is tackled 15 meters out from the try line. Remember, the Dolphins are down a man for this opening 10-minute stanza. Anthony Milford is that man, so it'll be interesting to see how Katoa does go. Ewan Moore hits the ball up on tackle number 2. Say Drugu, tackle number 3 now. Tackle 3, 20-meter line. And now there is a play there. Who's that young man? I think that's Riley Price. I think it might have been Riley Price. Yes, it was. He plays the ball just short of the 40-meter line, and James Tarmo is now back on the paddock, and he's still fighting for every inch, and he's going to play the ball just short of the halfway line on tackle number 5. So a nice 45-meter gain, and Ben Hampton puts up a big kick, and it looks like I'm not too. Is it Mr. McGrady still in jersey number 14? I think it was. Yes, it was. So Mr. McGrady it plays the ball just over the 20-meter line. Jermaine Asako nearly splits the difference between jersey 21, Jake Burke, and Taniela Seidrugu. And then we've got Oliver Gildart. He plays the ball now on the 40-meter line, 10 meters short of the halfway line. And Jack Bostock cuts the ball up. Oh, no, there's an injury concern for the Redcliffe Dolphins. Jersey number 16, Sepanowski. Oh, no, that's awful news. He's got some nice wraps on him, the young man. It's tackle number 5 now, and Katoa puts up a big kick going the way of Robert Derby, and Derby catches it nicely. And we'll play the ball now just over the 10-meter line. Here comes Shibasaki, and he makes himself 10-odd meters. Nice carry from Gilmart Shibasaki. Robert Derby now, second touch of the ball in as many tackles. Cuts the ball up over the 30-meter line. And here's jersey number 17, Julian Christian, Queensland Cup player of over 60 games for the not just for the Northern Pride, but has been with the Northern Pride as of last season. Mose Drake now cuts it up over halfway. Tackle number 5. What's going on here? Referee called for a stop to play. I'm not too sure. Anyway, Ben Hampton puts the ball up. Jermaine Asarko's under it, and he catches it nicely. Looks like jersey 21 copped a knee to the back of the head or something. But the Dolphins play the ball on the 20-meter line, and there's some good defense there from Taniela Seidrugu. There's Ewan Aitken. He carts the ball up over the 30-meter line now, leaving James Tarmo on the turf. Oh, and Sylvester Namo. I want to say that's Farmar Sully. I hope I'm right. Yes, it is. Hits him very hard. Dolphins now crossing halfway, running left to right. Off screen, it's now the last tackle. Ball goes out to Isaiah Katoa, and Katoa just puts in a dab kick. Will not fight. Man, Robert Derby had a bit of a bugger of a time there. Is that Robert Derby? Yes, it is. No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, it wasn't. It's not Robert Derby, bro. Game plan just changed then. Latia Mothe-Drake cuts the ball up over the 10-meter line. Brenton Elliott darts out a dummy half, and he's going to be stopped just short of the 20-meter line. For a man down, the Dolphins, they're not doing too badly, bro. They're making some nice meters. As we see, Shibasaki now make himself about 8 or so. It's 4th tackle. They're just crossing the 30-meter line now. And through Robert Derby again, he's having a nice game, Robert Derby. Here's Ben Hampton just inside the 40. A nice booming kick. And who wants it? Jack Bostock or Jermaine Asako? There was another miscommunication there. And there is some nice defense by Riley Price and Brenton Elliott. Nice stuff there, including Mothe Drake. And he's involved, Mothe Drake, again, with Brenton Elliott and James Tarmo. Tackle number 2. Completions are still high from the North Queensland Cowboys, or decent enough anyway. Now, Ewan Aitken, tackle number 3. Just over the 30-meter line. The ball now goes more infield, and there's Herman Esse, who's back on the paddock. He offloads back to Kurt Donahue. And now a pass from Jermaine Asako from dummy half finds Herman Esse, and Herman Esse, oh, he passes the ball. The ball continues to go out right, and jersey number 23, Mason Teague, is tackled just over the 40-meter line in their territory. The Dolphins are doing really well here as Jermaine Asako puts up a huge kick, but Robert Derby takes it nicely with not a whole lot of pressure on him. And Robert Derby nearly splits him up the guts. Need a fast play the ball here. Hi, Jared Wallace. So we got jersey number 17 here. Again, Julian Christian. And the Cowboys, Robert Derby caught the ball on the goal line, and the Cowboys on tackle 2 and now tackle 3 through Mothe Drake is up over the halfway line. Fantastic stuff. But a compliment to the Redcliffe Dolphins for playing with a man down and putting some nice pressure on, but they're disciplined. They've just given away a 6 again. We are 6 minutes now into this second half. Tackle number 1, James Tarmo plays the ball just short of the 20-meter line. Sylvester Namo makes another 10 meters. Tackle number 2, the Cowboys are on the attack, 15 meters out. Ben Hampton now's got the ball, and he cuts the ball up. They're 5 meters shy now of the try line, the Cowboys. Ball goes back out right. James Tarmo's got the ball, and he's just going to die with the ball. Tackle number 4, they're only a few meters out. Jersey 21 doesn't know whether to hold it or barge through. Ben Hampton says, give it to me and I'll go forward for you. Excuse me. Jake Burke passes left. Jersey 21 finds Thomas Duffy. Crossfield kick for Brendan Elliott. And Brendan Elliott knocks the ball on. To get out of trouble. Oh, it looks like we're going to the bunker. To get out of trouble. To get out of trouble, the Cowboys went coast to coast, really, save for a knock on just then by Brendan Elliott. I think it'll be a knock on anyway. Tiger Walker, you've made me like the Cowboys. Well, dude, I guess I'm doing my job right then. Thank you for saying that. That's really nice. Thank you. Dolphins, Mr. Cashew 2 says, yo, man. So I've got a gentleman from South Africa viewing and a gentleman from Papua New Guinea watching. Strike me pink, eh? Buddy, I'm very grateful, very, very grateful. As we see Brendan Elliott knock the ball on. I thought that was clear cut. And I think the referee was in a perfect position to adjudicate on that straight away. But I'll tell you what, if this is given a green light, I'll bloody give it up. No try confirmed. Alrighty, so if you're just tuning in, 7 or 6.5 minutes has elapsed, and the score is 18 points to 10. It is 18 points to 10, 6.5 minutes in to the second half. And the Dolphins play the ball on the 10-meter line, and the Dolphins are met with some strong defense. It's Ray Stone that's now back out on the field. Tucker 1. And now through Ewan Aitken. He makes himself a nice carry, man, just short of the 30-meter line. That's a nice 10, 15-meter carry from Ewan Aitken. Alrighty, so tackle number 3. Jermaine Azako hit the ball up, and now there's been a bad pass from Herman Ese under pressure. And now the Cowboys have it, and they're back on the attack now. Alrighty, so from dummy half, Jake Burke passes the ball right to James Tarmo. James Tarmo is going to play the ball on tackle number 3 for the Cowboys. And now jersey number 20, Adam Cook. He could be a replacement for Tom Duffy, I think. I can't find Tom Duffy anywhere. And there's jersey number 23, Ewan Moore. So we've just had a few changes, so apologies. I'll try and keep up. Alrighty, so it's the last play. Bitu Ngane on the last play. Oh, sorry, it was Sylvester Namo. I apologize. Hits the ball up. It's fourth tackle now. Last tackle now. Adam Cook, crossfield kick for Mose Drake, and it's taken nicely by Jack Bostock. That is a great battle, and it has been a great battle between the two. So just to confirm, Thomas Duffy has now come off. In place of him is Adam Cook. And since he's come on, nice stuff, man. The Dolphins' best player so far, bro. I'll tell you what, it was Anthony Milford there for a while, and Jared Wallace, the captain's been strong. And Katoa, the young man's done all right himself. Maybe even Connolly Lemuelu in there as well as a three-way sort of thing. Alrighty, so the Dolphins now on tackle number 4. Isaiah Katoa inside the 40-meter zone. looking for a 40-20, and it's just got too much Milo on it, and the ball goes over the dead ball line, and Julian Christian now comes back for the Cowboys to tap the ball in the center of the 20-meter line. Sylvester Namo just couldn't get back onside quick enough, so there was a hold-up of play, but we are back underway now. 0 tackle. Robert Derby is tackled just short of the 30-meter line of the North Queensland Cowboys. Ball is passed back on the inside to Mutha Drake. He's been strong. He's been strong too tonight. And there's a nice carry from Brendan Elliott. That's a 15-meter odd carry, and he's going to play the ball just shy of the halfway line. Jake Burke passes to Robert Derby. It was a flat pass just quietly. But Robert Derby on the 40-meter line now plays the ball. It's tackle 3. Hampton finds Tamo. Not many offloads today from the North Queensland Cowboys, as we see Anthony Milford is just a couple of seconds away from coming back onto the field and making it 13 on 13 again. Adam Cook finds Ben Hampton. Ben Hampton could find anybody. Just that preseason rust out of dummy half. Oh, there's been a knock on by Jake Burke at dummy half, unfortunately. Bugger. All right, so Anthony Milford is on. Or we got a captain's challenge. So Cowboys are challenging the knock on. And I am pretty close, man. I'm pretty close. Yeah, if you can share, or it is a knock on. It is a knock on. If you guys like to share this content, and subscribe if you haven't as well. That'd be sensational. Thank you very much. But yeah, to answer your question again, I think Katoa, the young man's done well, and I think Anthony Milford too. I think the halves have done quite nicely. So I think the Cowboys are going to lose this captain's challenge here. All right. So the Dolphins are going to get the ball back. So we're now 50 minutes in, 10 minutes into the second half. And Valence Taware, I believe, has just come on for the Dolphins. A rugby union convert. So he's on in, what's his number? Looking for him. Jersey number 14. Oh, no, jersey number 15. I'm sorry. There you go. Just making sure. All righty. Tackle number 2 now for the Dolphins. And, Sylvester Namo. A nice hit, but there's been an offload popped off to Isaiah Katoa by Jared Wallace. And the ball's going backwards here at a rate of knots, bro. But Jermaine Azarko straightens things up. And on tackle number 3, the Dolphins are going to play it just shy of the halfway line. But through Jared Wallace, takes it up over the halfway. Jared Wallace passes the ball back to Kurt Donahue. In jersey number 20 is Sherwin Tanabe. And he finds, I think, jersey number 5 or 15, Valence Tavare. It's tackle number 4. The Dolphins are only 15 meters out from the try line. There's another offload from Jared Wallace, but the referee did call held. All righty. Last tackle now, Isaiah Katoa finds Milford. Milford shifting the ball further out right, finds Azarko, and Azarko is just going to... No? Okay, so Fox League are buggering me up with the tackles. No, the referee miscounted himself. He needed a reminder in the old earpiece. All righty. So I think there could be a drinks break as well coming up for the players in about 8 minutes' time. So we are 52 minutes into this game. We are 12 minutes into the second half, and it's the Cowboys that are up 18 points to 10. 18 points to 10 to the North Queensland Cowboys. And on tackle number 2, the ball goes out right to Robert Derby. Robert Derby, bro, my goodness. Sign him up, sign him up. Here's Julian Christian now with Shibasaki with a really strong carry, about 15 meters, plays the ball right in the middle of halfway. And on the 4th tackle, Ben Hampton puts in a nice scything kick, finds the turf. And now through McGrady, I believe it is. He's going to play the ball now. Oh, is it a penalty or a knock on? It's a penalty. So the Dolphins get a penalty on the 20-meter line for ruck interference, as we've got counting the days till the round one tipping video. Yo, bro. Yeah, no, hang on to your hat, dude. Hang on to your hat. And Jacoba Rudder, hey, man, go Cowboys indeed, mate. So the Dolphins were down a man the first 10 minutes of this second half. They didn't allow any points. They didn't score any points, but they looked well. The Dolphins held their own pretty nicely here, and they play the ball now on the halfway line. Passes it back to Jared Wallace. My God, the sun has come out at Barlow Park in Cairns. Wow, it is absolutely golden out there. What a difference this complexion's taken just on the weather. Talking about weather on a rugby league stream. It's tackle number 3. Kurt Donahue darts out a dummy half. Jermaine Azarko now feigns a pass, and it's a nice tackle by Ewan Moore, who defensively has been very nice since he's come on. Now, 4th tackle, the ball is coming out all the way to the right. Ray Stone, Anthony Milford, Ewan Aitken. Ewan Aitken pops the ball off to jersey number 19, and that's Roderick Tai, Papua New Guinean international. It's the last tackle now, excuse me. Milford puts in a crossfield bomb. There's a Dolphins player. Oh, that is a fantastic try. Jersey number 22, Brenton Byra. He's just come onto the field. Oh, that is a fantastic leap by Brenton Byra. I apologize if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Brenton Byra. What a clean leap and catch. And the Dolphins, after being down a man the first 10 minutes of the second half, are going to be the first team to score a try in the second stanza. It's 18 points to 14 with a kick to come. Mr. Cashew, too, doesn't look too good for the Dolphins, does it? Bro. Wow. 3 Queensland Cup. So Brenton Byra played 3 Queensland Cup games for the Mackay Cutters. Right. Well, it's game bloody well back on, isn't it? I'll just fix this up. Alrighty. We've got a Jermaine Azarko taking the attempt at kick. It's 18 points to 14. It's been a great game of footy, just quietly. And Jermaine Azarko spots it. He gets it over the black dot. Well, from the 56th minute, the sun is shining at Barlow Park in Cairns. Oh, Robert Derby's had a beauty of a game, and there's nothing he could have done about that. Wow. Wowee. That's a fantastic effort by Byra. All right, so the Cowboys kick off again, running left to right are the Dolphins, and Herman Essa is greeted by the wall of defense, 5 meters short of the 20-meter line on the far extreme left. Ball comes more in field now. Oh! And who we got there? Jersey number 20, Sherwin Tanabe, Jared Wallace, Anthony Milford. The ball was coming. Oh, is there a dangerous tackle by the Cowboys? No. Ooh, bugger me dead. Ray Stone now hits the ball up on tackle 3 and will play the ball on tackle number 4. The ball goes out left finds Jared Wallace, who has been nice these past couple of minutes. I think he's had a strong game in general. He finds another bloody offload and finds Herman Sasa. And now the Dolphins cross the halfway line. There's a tanglement of players there. And now I believe that's Isaiah Katoa putting up a big bomb for Robert Derby. And Robert Derby does very nicely. That's tackled, ref. That's tackled. Well done. All righty. So now we've got Julian Christian just making an arcing, Shibasaki making an arcing run and just crosses the 20-meter line. Cowboys doing some hard yards here, man. Jersey number 18 for the Cowboys, Jordan Lip is now on. Fantastic. And jersey number 19, Zach Labart makes himself a nice carry. As you see, Shibasaki clutching his head. Could have been rocked by all this fatigue that's going on. Alrighty, so final tackle right on the halfway line. Adam Cook puts up a bomb for Jermaine Azarko. And Azarko takes it cleanly. He's met by the defense on the 20-meter line in the Dolphins half. And that's tackle number 1. The ball goes out right. I think, I don't want to assume, but the ball carrier, jersey number 19, Roderick Ty, takes the ball up. That's a nice carry there from Oliver Gildart. And the Dolphins now all of a sudden play the ball on the 40-meter line, 10 short of halfway. There's Roderick Ty again, who is just short of the halfway line. There's Tom Chester on the sideline, just warming up, looking likely he could come back. Now, keep in mind, there is the potential of a drinks break in about 2 minutes' time. It's last tackle now. Anthony Milford has got the ball, puts in a bomb for Jordan Lip now. And Jordan Lip passes back on the inside to Julian Christian. And Christian will play the ball now 15 meters shy of the Dolphins try line. And once again, Robert Derby has the ball, bro. He's had just about as many touches as anybody on this field today. I swear to goodness, he's had just as many carries as anybody else today. Jordan Lip now hits the ball up. And he's going, he puts an offload. An offload, sir. Yes, sir. And there's a nice crunching tackle from Ray Stone on Jake Burke, who was the recipient of that offload. Alrighty. Now here's Amali Bitungane, cuts the ball up on tackle number 4 over the 40-meter line. And now there's been a penalty been given away for a bit of a high shot. And it's jersey 21, Kurt Donahue. That's unfortunate. He's had a really nice game today, Kurt Donahue. Or maybe it was Ray Stone. That's a nice tackle on Jake Burke by Ray Stone. So the penalty goes the way of the Cowboys. And whoever kicked it made themselves about 20, 25 meters. And the Cowboys running right to left. Tom Chester now back on the field. Passes the ball back to Sage Rugu, who then gets an offload away on tackle number 1. But Ewan Moore was taken down by Kurt Donahue on tackle 1. Nice defense there by the young man. Tackle number 2 now is in the hands of Pua Avase in jersey number 14. Tackle number 2, the ball goes out right through Kyle Schneider. Jake Burke in 21 finds Christian. Tom Chester's now got the ball on the extreme right edge. Remembering the Cowboys are running right to left. Jake Burke receives the ball at first receiver. Kyle Schneider passes it back on the inside to Bitungane, who has a really nice carry. He's done some really nice things today, man. He's done some really nice things. Kyle Schneider waiting at dummy half. He passes the ball back to the right. Julian Christian puts in a grubber kick. Was it played at there by the Dolphins? It was. So Sage Rugu was back there to clean it up. And it's a fresh set of 6 for the Cowboys. And they are 15 meters out now from the try line. Bitungane, makes an error of the curse, the commentator's curse. He looked like he was going to pass it to poor Avase, but then he thought, bugger me dead, you poor bugger. I cursed you. I'm sorry. So we are. So it's okay. So we're over the 20-minute mark in the second half. We are now at the 61st minute. It's 18 points to 16. And the Dolphins crossed the 30-meter line, 10 meters short of halfway now on tackle number 3 through, I believe, Roderick Ty. And there's an attempt at 40-20 by Anthony Milford. Who's back there? There's nobody back there. But it doesn't have the legs. It doesn't have the Milo. And Robert Derby is there to pick up the ball. Again, luckily, because no one was back there. So Tom Chester now with the ball. It's tackle number 2, and he's met very solidly by Ray Stone and Anthony Milford. As we see, Bittingani was half hooked, I guess, but he has played a lot of minutes today, Imali Bittingani. Alrighty, tackle number 3, Sylvester Namo makes a nice hit up. Geez, I hope we see him in first grade this year. Alrighty, pass out left from Kyle Schneider to Adam Cook, who, there's a play on. Kyle Schneider puts in a second kick. Oh, it might have too much. Oh, Jordan Lipp scores a try. Wow. We're going to have to go to the bunker to see what happens there, but Jordan Lipp. Wow, so a fourth tackle kick from Adam Cook bounced off the arse of a Redcliffe Dolphin. And if if Adam Cook collected it cleanly, who then passed it back to Kyle Schneider, who then puts in a kick to the left for Jordan Lipp, and Jordan Lipp is onside, that is a try from nowhere for the North Queensland Cowboys. In the 63rd minute. I'm not too sure who that hit. Well, no, so it was Kyle Schneider that picked it up cleanly. So Adam Cook put in the kick, hit the arse of a Dolphin. Schneider picked it up cleanly, was onside. Everything was onside and play on. Ooh, maybe except for one player. But he doesn't. Ooh, here we go. And Schneider puts in a kick that was well-weighted, well-directed for Jordan Lipp. And the Cowboys are loving that on Jordan Lipp. And Mr. Lipp, are we going to the bunker? No, the referee is calling for a halt of play. Alrighty. I'll tell you what, in this instance, I know it's great to just award the try. So who we got here? Oh, is Kyle Schneider offside? Yeah, there are 2 players that are offside, but it's Kyle Schneider. No try. Bugger. So now the Dolphins. The Dolphins are going to be on the attack now, man, because I think that's going to be a penalty. Drinks break. Okay, so now we got the drinks break. Wow. Alrighty, we see a couple of larrikins on screen. Nice, man. Oh, get your shirt off, mate. Right. Well, Thomas Duffy and Kyle Schneider went off. And they didn't look the same, the North Queensland Cowboys. So, I mean, that's no disrespect to Adam Cook and Jake Burke and what have you, but I guess Thomas Duffy was absolutely killing it. I thought he was. I think Thomas Duffy was great. Man, good to see Ray Stone back on the paddock. Alrighty, we've got Tiger Walker here with a round 1 prediction. We got Cowboys win 32-12 over the Canberra Raiders in round 1. Well, bro, that would just about put us on top of the bloody ladder. That would just about put us on top of the ladder after the first round, which would be amazing. And it does not happen too often, the North Queensland Cowboys on top of the ladder after any friggin' round of football, bro. In their bloody, 25 plus year existence. Shit, I hope that math's right, eh? So, to take stock, Harrison Graham and Sepanowski are injured, and the Cowboys have not sustained any injuries or suspensions, and nobody is on report. But the Dolphins, unfortunately, have come out of this game, or are going to come out of this game, with a couple of injuries as the Redcliffe Dolphins restart play. Tackle number 1. Oh, there's a nice push in the face. They're 10 meters out now. Jared Wallace feigned to pass, but took the tackle himself. Dolphins now, they're only 5 meters away. It's 18 points to 16. Hold on to your friggin' hats just quietly. Anthony Milford now passes out to Roderick Ty. Roderick Ty, oh man, he offloaded it from the absolute lowest deck. But he was going to go out into touch, so he had to do something there, didn't he? So there's Jordan Lip now taking a nice carry. A strong courage carry. Cowboys still inside the 10-meter line. Tom Chester, with a bit of zing in his run, was met heavily by Jared Wallace and Ray Stone. Here's Robert Derby again, taking it to the 20-meter line. From dummy half, Schneider continues the phase out to the right-hand side. Taniela Drugu offloads the ball. Well done. That's what we want to see. And then bloody Schneider's put onto his backside, and there was a late hit. So the Cowboys are given a penalty for a late hit. I think that was on Schneider, if I'm not mistaken. It was. So Ray Stone, late hit on Kyle Schneider. But there was a nice burst up the middle by Tom Chester for a sec there. And Ray Stone, it's his first game in a bit, first game in a year, and he's already bleeding, Just back straight into the work, bro. All right, so Cowboys now. 15 minutes to go. Brand new set. And through Tom Chester, play the ball 15 meters over halfway. They're 35 meters out from the try line. Taniela Drugu, who's been very strong. I've nearly he bobbled it and was... He regained possession. There's now been a 6 again, been given away by Jared Wallace of the Redcliffe Dolphins. Pua Avase now hits the ball up. Ray Stone has got a bad bleeding cut to the left-hand side of his face. Riley Price now, a nice scything run, but he drops the bloody ball. And we're going to have a scrum now about 10, 15 meters out from the Cowboys try line with 15 minutes to go. Yeah, so the referee's taking Ray Stone to the blood bin now, as I'm going to minutes. Go. Righty. 15 minutes to go, man. The Cowboys look a bit buggered. The Dolphins look very decent. They look good in attack, man. But it's just a preseason game. And Valence Tuare makes his second or third hit up since he's been on, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, and there's been a knock on by, I don't know if that's Roderick Ty. Apologies. I can't see his number. Jersey number 20. That's Sherwin Tanabe. Apologies. Sherwin Tanabe, oh man, gives a golden opportunity to the North Queensland Cowboys. Holy. I wonder what the error counts would be like at the moment. Error is 10-11. It's preseason. 10-11. It's a lot better than some of the games we've seen so far this weekend. As the scrum goes out to the right-hand side, finds Julian Christian. The Cowboys are only 15 meters away from the try line. Can they put a great distance between them and the Dolphins right here and now? Jake Burke catches the ball from dummy half and passes back on the inside to Sylvester Namo. Namo, tackle number 2. Get off him, Jared Wallace. From dummy half now, Schneider passes to Adam Cook. Puts it back on the inside to Riley Price, and Riley Price has a strong run. Tackle number 3 now. Cowboys 5 meters out now. Schneider waiting at dummy half. Schneider passes out to, well, he puts it back on the inside to Sylvester Namo. Oh, man, who goes well enough to scoring. What's going to happen here? There's been a penalty for a shoulder charge, I believe, from Jared Wallace, I think. So a penalty to the Cowboys for a shoulder charge by Jared Wallace. Yeah, I've seen worse. All right, tackle number 1. We're back underway now. Seydrugu is going to be tackled. Cheeky effort from Seydrugu. Lucky it wasn't given a bloody double movement or whatever. All right, so the ball is now coming back out on the extreme edge, and Ewan Moore in jersey 23, who's been impressive in his first fair income showing, hits the ball up, tackled straight under the post. Here's Seydrugu. Can he reach out and score? No, he's going to be stopped short. The Cowboys now only a couple of meters away from the try line. There's only 12 minutes to go now. Or there's been a indiscretion by the Redcliffe Dolphins, Jack Bostock. All righty. So the Cowboys, they've scored their 3 tries from 2 kicks and 1 very lucky interception. I'm really hoping that they can score a manufactured try. I'm not saying kicks aren't well manufactured, but a nice try through the hands would be good. As Sylvester Namo plays the ball now on tackle 1. They've got to convert all these chances that they've been given by the Redcliffe Dolphins. As Adam Cook on tackle number 2 takes the ball up for himself. Tackle number 2, ball goes out to the right. Tom Chester's got the ball now. He's a terrier. He's an absolute terrier, this fella. And plays the ball. Schneider continues to pass out right. There's a grabbing kick for Ewan Moore. Oh, buddy. He's overrun it. Oh, tackle 3. Oh. On tackle 3, there was a grubber kick put in for Ewan Moore by Jake Burke. And Ewan Moore has overrun it. I'm sorry, it was Adam Cook. I'm sorry. It was Adam Cook, not Jake Burke, that put the grubber kick on tackle 3. Nice line Ewan Moore ran. And he had it in his hands and he buggered it. Oh, man. Oh, dear. You poor bugger. Bugger. All good. Keep your head up, bro, because you've done some pretty nice things today, bro. I reckon he's done some nice things today. No try. All right, so the Dolphins play the ball on tackle 0, 30 meters on the 30-meter line. And there's Oliver Gildart being tackled on the 40-meter line. Excuse me. Lachlan Hoopner now takes the ball up over the halfway line. This is getting close now, dudes. Alrighty. Jersey number 24, Framar Sully, 40 meters out from the try line. Ray Stone is out now probably for the rest of the game. There's Katoa. That's a forward pass. That's got to be a forward pass to Connolly Lemuelu, and it is. It is called as such. So there's 10 minutes to go now. It's 18 points to 16. What do we reckon's going to happen here, fellas? Katoa, you got to keep your head up, mate. You will. It's just a trial. He's had some rocks and diamonds moments today, bro, but He's going to be a very bright bloody diamond in a couple of years, if not this year. Fantastic bloody stuff, mate. This has been a really cool game of footy. And it's a really good turnout. They're showing some of the crowd at Cairns. It's a really good turnout up there at Cairns, bro. I wish Cowboys would take a game on the road up to Cairns instead of having Rabbits or somebody else take up a game up to Cairns. And fair enough, Robert Derby on tackle 1 is suffering from cramp. I think that's fair enough. He's worked his backside off today. Tackle number 2, Riley Price now plays the ball just over the 40-meter line. Tom Chester weaving his way back in field, going to play the ball just shy of the halfway line. Tackle number 3, Kyle Schneider passes out right, finds Jake Burke. Ewan Moore gives a nice shove to Taware. And he's going to play the ball just over the 40-meter line. It's a 6 again now to the North Queensland Cowboys as the ball finds its way into the lap of Sylvester Namo. 30 meters out now from the try line. They can ice the game here, potentially, the Cowboys. Ewan Moore now, another hit up. They're less than 20 meters away from the try line. It's 18 points to 16. Schneider passes left to Tom Chester. Chester finds Adam Cook. Cook to Christian. Christian, a nice pass to Jordan Lip, but very nice defense from Roderick Ty to wrap him up 10 meters out from the try line. Jersey 19 passes out to Adam Cook, a nice double cutout pass, and finds his man, Tom Chester, back on the inside. Tom Chester playing a slow play the ball. Tackle number 4, Adam Cook passes back on the inside to Taniela Drugu, who then pops an offload back to Cook. Cook finds Ewan Moore 10 meters away. Last tackle now. Schneider to Cook. Cook crossfield kick to Lip. And that's a nice take by Roderick Ty inside the in-goal area. Roderick Ty making post-haste to the infield 20-meter zone. It's tackle 0 now, playing the ball now just over the 30-meter line in a dummy half. Jersey number 22, that is Mason Teague. He makes himself 10 meters. The Dolphins on tackle 1 are just a few meters short. Oh, that's a fantastic run by Valid Saware, who makes 20 meters now. They're 40 meters away now from the try line. Here's Connolly Lemuelu with another 20-meter run for the Dolphins. They're on fire here, and the Cowboys are starting to fatigue big time. It's 18-16, 7 minutes to go. Ball is in the hands of Katoa. Passes back on the inside to Hubner, and there is Jersey 23, Mason Teague. Oh, man. Some electric attack from the Redcliffe Dolphins. And Hubner, the front rower, has had himself a game. Yes, you are correct. National Sports Loaded. Oh, man, you got to take your chances, don't you? Ewan Moore dropped a bloody sitter of a ball. And there was an opportunity there for Adam Cook and Jordan Lip to combine for a cross-field kick try. But the pace and the wherewithal of Roderick Ty, the Papua New Guinean international, to get back to the 20-meter zone, 20-meter line with post-haste and continue that momentum, balance to Ware. Holy crap. Man. Really good game. Really, really good game of footy. And there is 5 minutes to go. Doesn't look good for the Dolphins. You boys are up in front with 5.5 minutes to go. That's all right. It's just a trial. Just a trial at the moment. All righty. So I've got to change this. And it's over. So, with 5 minutes to play, the Dolphins are in front. Alrighty, so do the Cowboys go for a short? No, they go big. They go long. Cowboys, they got 5.5 minutes to either make it a draw or pinch the win. Lachlan Hubner now, tackle number 2, takes it over the 20-meter line. He's impressed that young man, Lachlan Hubner. Alrighty. Tackle 3, I think that's Oliver Gildart in center field. He's going to play the ball just short of the 40-meter line. Tackle number 3. Here's Farmer Sully, who knocks the ball on in a strong tackle. Who is that? Cowboys can hit straight back here. Oh, what a shame. I think Amali Pitangane was involved. And so was jersey 23, Ewan Moore. Ewan Moore, who the hell are you, mate? Aren't you making half a statement? Alrighty, so there's 4.5 minutes to go. 22 points to 18. The Cowboys' points have come from 2 kicks and an intercept try. They got to weave magic right now. Adam Cook, though, first receiver, just takes the ball up and he's going to play the ball 5 meters short of the 40-meter line. Tom Chester. Oof. Takes the ball up over the 40-meter line. The ball goes out right to Bitungane, and Bitungane makes a strong run, about 8 meters over the 30-meter line. There's less than 4 minutes to play. Schneider continues to play out right. Sylvester Namo now makes himself about 8 meters. They're 15 meters away from the try line on tackle number 4. Jersey number 19 passes to Adam Cook. That was Labart. Jordan Lip finds himself in field. Last tackle now. They've got to earn a repeat set here, at least. Adam Cook puts in a deft grubber kick. And there's a knock on. There's a knock on from Jack Bostock at the back at fullback. The Cowboys are going to get a scrum here. 10 meters out. Oh, ref. I know I've got the TV in front of me. But that's it. It's a knock on Jack Bostock. 10 meters. A scrum from 10 meters out. Oh, I don't know if Zach Laybutt's onside, but he doesn't get involved in the play. That's a knock on in field, referee. Scrum, 10 meters out. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, if you're new around here, I hope I can get you to consider liking the content and subscribing to the channel. If you're a regular, thank you so much for the continuous support. And the support has been fantastic. It's been fantastic tonight. Thank you. Thank you to everyone that's stuck on by. It does mean the world. It really does. It makes it all the worthwhile. Losing me voice for the next couple of days because it is getting raw at the moment, bro. Holy dooly. What are we looking at here? Why are we still looking at this? What's the call here? Oh, we got Steelers Nation. Steelers Nation Australia. Guys, go and check out his channel. He is a Manly Sea Eagles supporter. Go Manly. They did get the win the other night, didn't they, mate? You must have bloody had yourself a 6-pack. That took way too long to get to that decision. That took way too long to get to that decision, man. Come on, Cowboys. It's only a trial, but Jesus, it's good to be back supporting them actively, eh? Alrighty, so there's a scrum, midfield, 10 meters out. Adam Cook feeds the ball in. Schneider passes out right. Zach Laybutt to Ben Hampton. Hampton playing sort of like a center position there at the moment. Robert Derby waiting at dummy half. They're 10 meters out. There's 3 minutes to go. Zach Laybutt passes the ball back on the inside to Ewan Moore. Ewan Moore, 10 meters out now. It's tackle number 2. Kyle Schneider waiting at dummy half. Passes out left, finds Tom Chester. Tom Chester finds Adam Cook. Passes to Riley Price. Riley Price barges his way, but nice defense by the Redcliffe Dolphins. Get off him, ref. Get off him, Dolphins. Come on, ref. Tom Chester's got the ball now. The ball's going way back out right, and Zach Claybutt's got the ball. Got to see an offload or two in the next couple of seconds. Carl Schneider passes. No, he doesn't. Oh, is it 6 again? 6 again for the Cowboys. There was a grubber kick at dummy half, but it was played out by the Dolphins. Schneider collects his own kick. Cowboys have a fresh set of 6. Got to score here. Namo plays the ball on tackle 2. Tom Chester passes to Adam Cook. Finds absolutely nobody, but Mose Drake is there. Come on, boys. Oh. Emali Bitungane on tackle 3 will play the ball on the 10-meter line. They're 10 meters out now. There's 2 minutes to go. Fourth tackle. Adam Cook just passes it to Sylvester Namo. That's going to go out the back or something. Find a repeat set here. Zach Laybutt puts in a grubber kick, and they do earn a repeat set. Zach Laybutt puts in a really nice grubber kick. And I think they're going to get the ball back with a full minute remaining. Whoo. Holy dooly. Thank you to everyone that's tuning in right now. Okay, so the Dolphins, big dropout, lands 45 meters, 5 meters short of the halfway line, and Bitungane takes it to just shy of the 30-meter line. There is now 1 minute remaining. Tackle number 1, the ball goes out right, finds Riley Price, makes himself about 8 or so meters, plays the ball just shy of the 20-meter line. Adam Cook gets the ball from dummy half. Tom Chester passes to Sylvester Namo. Namo's going to play the ball just beyond the 20-meter line. He's buggered. He's fatigued, but come on, son. Zach Laybutt now finds Adam Cook. Adam Cook finds Jordan Lip. Jordan Lip finds Musa Drake, and Musa Drake scores in the corner. You beauty. Oh, no, we've got to go to the video. Are we going to the video ref? He looked concerned. Yes! The comeback kings of the NRL. You don't ever sleep. You don't ever doubt on the Cowboys. Are we going to get a draw? Or is there going to be... Oh, Adam Cook to Jordan Lip. The defense was just too up and in then, wasn't there, by Roderick Ty and Oliver Gildart. They weren't spread out perfectly. Whoo-wee. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. He's been good today, Latia. Oh, who's the gentleman kicking it from the sideline now? Because Thomas Duffy was kicking him sweetly. So the full-time siren is just gone. The Dolphins, they look dejected. It is just a trial, but they look dejected. Who's taking the conversion? It's Zach Laybutt from the sideline. Kick to win. If he misses, it's a 22-all draw. He's absolutely, oh no. Oh, who gives a bugger? What a fantastic game of rugby league. It's a 22-all draw at full time. What a game of footy. He shanked the kick, Zach Laybutt, but holy dooly. Well, they changed it to the bloody Titans Broncos game quick smart, didn't they? Holy crap. No time to savor the moment, bro. Oh, man, well. The Dolphins Woo! That, oh, they did it. Cowboys got him. 22 points all. I don't think. Well, that takes them out of the running for the preseason $100,000 challenge. Wow. Devil's Side, good to see a draw. Wow, we first NRL try for the Dolphins in a draw. It is pretty remarkable that that's just happened, isn't it? Jason Reeder, thank you very much. That's really nice of you to say. Thank you very much. Steelers Nation says hit that sub and go and check out Steelers Nation Australia as well, guys. Man, I'm keen for the NRL now. Yeah, dude, that is the first true thriller of the season, I reckon. That's the first true fair income thriller. Wow. Holy dooly. And Perenzo Vince kicked to win it now? Yeah, man. Well, fantastic. Fantastic stuff. Well, kickoff for the Broncos and Titans is underway, but I guess my man of the match, it's either got to go to Ben Hampton, Robert Derby. As a Cowboys supporter, my Cowboy players on field are Robert Derby, Ben Hampton, and I thought Kyle Schneider was pretty nice as well. Guys, oh man, if that is anything to go by, this year is going to be insane. All right, guys, thank you so much. I've had a wonderful time, and please like the content and share this channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you, guys. Adios.